Throne Liberty, we are back. And guys, today I have some really good news and I also have some bad news. The good news is we're getting some new content. We're getting raids. We're getting like frenzies weapons, which is basically upgrading like arc boss weapons. Then we're getting legendary gear. And then we're getting, a lot of content. And the bad news is, it's gonna take a while to get this, and I don't think most of you will have the upgrade materials for this. So let's just talk about the new legendary stuff. So I'm here with the new raid deep dive, and I first wanted to look at this because
Really accessible to
they're
players.
introducing basically the raids. It's gonna be two modes of the raid.
Ramping things up. Then we have the
12 per raid, Calanthea. Now, this chick will drop us materials. Now, these are materials that we will need to upgrade or, upgrade our legendary gear and stuff. And this will be required for the crafting process. So you will have to do the raid to actually get items for the legendary gear. So this will be available. And I think the combat power requirement is 6k for the difficult one, and there's going to be another difficulty, but that's not introduced yet, and then it's going to be easier difficulty right here. But we're going to be needing this, and I don't want to watch through the whole video because they're just yapping about like the lore stuff and why they made the raid, all that stuff. But what is really cool and important to take a look at, guys, is the crafting. Here we go. We got new weapons. These are the legendary stuff. I mean, some of you guys are not going to be really happy because you guys probably spent thousands and thousands of lucent on your weapon, and now they introduced new legendary weapon. But at the end of the day, it's an MMO, guys. You have to progress. You have to get better and better weapons. They're going to introduce legendary. What's going to happen? But let's talk about these legendaries.
of gear, but it won't be a new tier specifically, just a new grade.
So basically, I think the base legendary gear will be just as good as your current T2 gear. So it's not going to be like massive upgrade until you actually start upgrading the legendary gear.
Okay, so what's so like unique about this one? Like, how is it different than the tier 2 epic?
Yeah. So in terms of power, I would say when you get a heroic piece of gear, the power of it at +0 is going to be equivalent to your current tier 2 epic +12. So right out of the gate, it's going to have equal power, and that's something that we're really excited about. You know, we wanted that when you go through the struggle of the raid, you're learning all the mechanics, you're having your progression nights.
Basically what I said, it's going to be like the base one is going to be, it's not going to be like a massive upgrade at the start. And then this is the really cool thing. You can actually, now this is what I really like about this. If you like a passive, let's say you like the passive of the Luzna or a different weapon, you can actually extract it and put it into the new weapon.
Base passive skill. Instead, there'll be this new system where you can extract skills from other epic weapons. So any tier 2 epic weapon.
So let's say you really like an arc boss weapon and you want it and you want to take it with you, you can do that. Either you can do the frenzied upgrade with the new thing where you can basically get a +12 weapon and then upgrade it, or you can
also the tier 1
do this
arc boss weapon.
to extract.
You can extract that skill and then you essentially imprint it on the heroic weapon. So
basically this. So the new weapons or the new legendaries are called heroic. Bro, just call it legendary. Why are we calling them heroic? But basically, this guy, you just saw it. He put a passive skill of a weapon he enjoyed and put it into the new heroic weapons.
You know, basically.
So for the people that are thinking like, oh my god, I'm going to lose my weapon. No, you can just take the passives with you.
Any of the passives that you want and put it on your most powerful weapon. I mean, I think
this is a good thing.
Crazy implications to the meta and what people are doing and what are the
Yeah.
weapon combinations that can be successful or not. And so you will be able to equip it that way. You do have to keep longbow to longbow or sword to sword. You can't take a sword passive and put it on a longbow heroic weapon.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, most of the skills are your classes. So yeah, does make sense. Now let's look at this.
The great sword. So I can extract that skill and imprint it onto like great sword. I got it off of raid.
That's
Is
right.
that correct?
Yeah, basically. So if you get the
Okay,
initial
so
weapon,
they're just
then
explaining the
you'll
exact
be
same
allowed
thing.
to extract that
Now let's talk about the gear.
freely. So that part's pretty cool. And you know, also that will be for not just arc boss weapons. Any tier 2 epic weapons will be able to do that as well.
That's fantastic. I'm quite excited about this. I know.
But can we talk about the materials
my
now?
friends are excited about this. I think it's going to change the PvP scene a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
Remain the same.
He's talking about this is going to change the PvP scene. Yo, you're turning into a full PvE game. There's not going to be any PvP left. There's no
What
PvP
will
left.
change is
Now, let's talk about this. Because this is what you will need to upgrade. I think somebody did the math. and need like 600 like extraction stones and unlock stones. Like the material required is insanity. And I think somebody did math that you need like 6 months to fully upgrade a piece. Like
The recipe for the growth stone. So there will be some new materials that come out of the raid. There's going to be
so this is a chaos crystal that I showed you guys that you get by doing the raid. So you will need this to get the unique equipment growth stone.
entropy shards, and there's going to be chaos prisms. So chaos prisms is what will be used as materials for crafting these new heroic growth stones. And so you will have to play the raid in order to acquire those and get them in order to craft the growth stones and then level up your weapon.
I hope you guys have good RNG for this.
So the general concept of how you do it is remaining the same, but the materials needed to craft those growth stones, it's now going to come out of the raid. And so that's similar but different from tier 2. And there's probably some, maybe it's not leveling it up, but there's differences in the traits for heroic gear. And so we mentioned that the weapons have this new skill perk system, but the armor and the accessories, the accessories actually will come in August with the Nightmare mode.
Okay, so the accessories are coming with the nightmare mode of the raid. So we only gonna have gear and weapons.
The weapons and armor, which will release on June 26th, they will be different in 2 ways. One, you will be able to change the base stats on the actual piece of gear. So
Okay, so you can change the base stats of the gear. This is not traits. This is like the base stat. You know how every piece of gear has a base stat? I can just show you guys in the game. You see the base stat right here. Wait, this is this right here. The base stat, you can basically change this by with the new gear. So you can actually start getting, like, if you need that much dex or that much of something else, you can actually select that on your thing, which is kind of cool.
let's say that you get a heroic gear and it has dexterity on it.
Look at the required items though. 200 trade unlock stones, 30 of these things, and 800
And you wanted wisdom, there will be a way through conversion stones, and again,
All right, nobody doing this.
one of the materials that drops in the raid to convert it, in this case the entropy shards, to convert from dexterity to wisdom.
And this is just a stat conversion. Then you have traits too, and then you gotta level it up.
So that's something that's pretty cool. I think really one of the things you can look at with heroic gear is just the flexibility
And I bet you're getting dropped T1 to T2 blues in the raid.
that you're going to have within it. You're going to be able to change those base stats, and then you'll be able to do the weapon perk system as well. And then lastly is there will be a special trait on the unique.
Okay, we got they're basically like a residence trait, a heroic trait. Now, how much is it gonna cost me?
So you'll have your 3 normal
36. Bro, how? How are we gonna have enough stones? You need this for everything. 600 for the heroic trait, 200 for different material change.
normal traits, but then you'll also have a special trait for base stats as well.
Okay, speaking of accessories, I know our player has been, going to Nebula Island for those juicy rings.
Yeah, I've been going to Nebula Island for the juicy accessories, guys. Guess what? I've never seen one in my whole life playing the
Now
game.
we're getting new accessories. Like, how would you compare this to, like, Nebula versus Raid accessories?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they are just going to go together. You'll only be able to wear one accessory at a time, and again, these accessories will roughly have the same power as an epic tier 2 at +12. So, of course, Nebula accessories are some of our most powerful accessories
Can't wait to get my legendary accessories dropping in the raid. Hopefully I don't drop more T2 blues, because I never got a Nebula accessory.
that are in the game. Those aren't going to go away. They're still going to be useful for players just because of the fact that you can only wear one heroic accessory, and so you'll find which one you want to replace, but if you have all those Nebula ones already, you'll definitely keep them.
Okay, got it. Is there any other rewards besides, like, weapons and equipment?
Yes. So you'll get the
More
materials
rewards.
that I mentioned, the entropy
yeah.
shards and the chaos prisms, and those will be used for, the entropy shards will be used for several things. You'll use them to unlock traits on your heroic gear along with traits.
600 unlock stones for okay. You need 600 unlock stones. This thing is like a whole own thing. Like, you're gonna farm this too, like crazy. But unlock stones, you need 600 to unlock each of these. So 600, 1200, 1800.
Trait unlock stones, so you'll pair them together to unlock traits on your heroic gear. You will also use them for conversion, and then we will also allow you to craft heroic gear with those entropy shards. So you'll do the raid, you'll do entropy shards, you'll get some
You need 100 of these first to get your weapon, first of all.
entropy shards, and then you'll be able to craft heroic gear with that. Chaos prisms, as I mentioned, serve the function of helping to level up your gear, your heroic gear.
You will have to collect this entropy shards from the raid, and then you can craft the heroic gear. Is that correct?
It's more like you can craft heroic gear with the entropy shards, but if you defeat Calanthea, you will get heroic gear directly from that, and it is
Okay, so you do get the heroic gear by just defeating the boss, but knowing you guys and knowing me, we don't have the RNG for that, so we're gonna have to buy it with the currency, guys. So we cannot
to get
drop
a
it.
heroic piece.
We're gonna be dropping T2 blues. Everybody knows this.
You're not going to go in there and defeat Calanthea and not get any heroic gear. It is a guarantee.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, Tico is saying we're gonna go in there and wait, let's hear this again.
You will get heroic gear directly from that, and it is guaranteed to get a heroic piece. So you're not going to go in there and defeat Calanthea and not get any heroic gear. It is a guaranteed chance to get a heroic gear.
There's a guaranteed chance to get a heroic. Okay, he said guaranteed.
It will vary. Is it a weapon? Is it an armor? Or which weapon? But you
Ah.
are guaranteed to get a heroic piece on normal difficulty. And of course, if you do it
My man.
the second tier on difficult, then you'll get 2 pieces per week as well. So you will get heroic gear directly from the raid.
Okay, W. We're actually dropping heroic gear from the raid.
Difficulty, there are some chances to get selection boxes so that then you can choose the specific piece you want. But anybody who completes the raid will get a heroic piece of gear.
Oh,
as
that's
drops.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then aside from all that power, we're also going to have some amatoys for all the bosses.
Now I'm guessing the first comment in this YouTube video. I promise I haven't seen it, but my guess would be you're probably gonna drop T2 blues in the raid. I can't wait to get my T2 blues in the raid or something on that. Let's see. Oh, can we talk about this? 800 conversion stones, 600 unlock stones, bunch of savages. I'm gonna be honest, the legendary gear looks sick. Being able to swap abilities and stuff looks sick. Being able to work on legendary, absolutely amazing. Really cool. Guaranteed drop, phenomenal. Gear progression, phenomenal. But can we talk about the materials required? You're gonna have. They're saying we're not only getting legendary weapons, we're also getting legendary gear. So my question, and then you can take out gear pieces and stuff, which is a really nice thing. I mean, take out put different attributes and stuff, really good. But can we talk about the materials required? You're gonna have to work 6 months, 24/7, do these raids, done, every time they're out for probably 4 or 5 months to even get close to upgrading a gear piece. It's insane. If you want to get full legendary, you're gonna probably have to play this game for 20 years. Do you guys want to play Throne of Liberty for 20 years? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a W? Is it an L? Let me know. I'll be checking out the raid. I'll be making videos on how to, be more efficient with your gear and stuff and upgrading it. So make sure to tune in for the video. Check this video right here, and I'll see you guys next time.